Yo, what is up everybody? I just want to put this in before this video as I'm editing right now, and I realised that I'm stuttering a lot and I'm a little bit all over the place, and I apologise for that because when I talk about this subject I always start to feel a bit funny, and I don't know, ever since it happened and every time I talk about it the same thing happens. I stutter, I start to run out of breath. I I don't know, just weird things start to happen in my head and in my body and everything. And I apologise for the bit of a. If it's hard to watch, you don't have to watch it. I'm sorry. Just yeah, I'm sorry. That's it. I'm sorry about the. You'll see when you watch it about the stuttering and sort of. You can tell I'm a bit all over the place and I'm fidgeting a bit. As when I talk about this subject, it just makes me. I think it just scarred me so much back then that it just makes me feel weird and act weird. Well, not act weird, and I feel weird. So even now I'm talking about it. All right. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy the video. G'day, everybody. It's your boy Polyptico here. Today this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while. I just thought I was feeling quite good today, and I don't know. I just thought it was probably about time that I made it. I've got a bit of a list here on a bit of explanations and stuff. So this isn't a made up story. This happened to me when I was would have been, I don't know, maybe 18. I think I'm not 100% sure. I was sort of hitting the drugs really hard. I was into them all. I was willing to try just about anything. Not anything too crazy. Like I never did acid or cocaine or anything like that. But one of the drugs that I did try was something called DMT. So this is the description I found online. I don't even know how to say that word. Dimethyl I'll put it on the screen, I don't even know, is a chemical substance that occurs in many plants and animals, and which is both a derivative and structural analog of tryptamine, I think. It can be consumed as a psychedelic drug and has historically, Jesus, been prepared by various maybe I'm not feeling that great. I haven't even had a beer. Cultures for ritual purposes as an entheogen. Entheogen. Don't really know what most of that means, but it's a trip. It's one of the most hectic types of, what do they call them? Psychedelic drugs that you can have. Um, I never really had one, but before this, I tried mushrooms and I only had enough to not even. It didn't even. All I was seeing was just slight cartoonish outlinings of things, and yeah, that's not important. But this day was one of the days that I think probably changed my entire life. I think. Um, so I was at my mate's house, and we were just smoking weed like normal because that's what I used to do back in the day. Just because I don't know. I don't do it anymore because I have a heart problem and stuff now, and I can't have any sort of what are they called? Not uppers. Well, uppers, but stimulants. So like, can't even really have coffee or energy drinks or sort of anything like that. But so this day he asked me if I wanted to try it, and I was like, "Yep, sure." And the way that I had it was just red powder, and all he did was sprinkle it on top of the weed, and then I just smoked it like a normal bong. Um, I sorry, just whenever I talk about this, I sort of feel a bit funny just because it really messed me up. At first, all it felt like was something called a nossi or a nang, or I'm not really sure what else they're called, but you would have heard of them. There was a bit of an epidemic going around where it was them cream canisters and little cream canisters that refill your. I don't even know what they're meant to refill, but they're just like little canisters like this big, and you puncture the top of them. You either put them in a balloon or you put them. Oh, geez, that's loose. You either put them in a balloon or like a special canister that you get, and you just inhale it, and it makes you feel like real sort of lightheaded, and all the sounds like resonate. They echo. So if someone goes hello, it goes hello, 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 and it echoes. Everything echoes, and you feel like it's the same stuff they give you when I think they knock you out when they do your teeth. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's NOS, so NO2, nitrous oxide 2. Yeah, and yeah, it's not good for you at all, as just about any drugs are. But yeah, so that's what it felt like at first. I sort of got that feeling sound was resonating and echoing, and then I barely even remember, and I just passed out. I don't remember passing out or anything, but then I remember just just coming to, and then my vision was just flashing. I just had like pitch red, like it was just flashing red. And so I sat up, and because I never felt anything like that before, I was said to my mate, I'm ODing, I'm ODing, I'm ODing, and I started to just lose my mind and freak out. And then I hopped up and I fell down. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! And I just started getting real upset. And I went to walk down his hallway, and I was walking and I was stumbling. You know, I could barely walk. I kept falling over. I had no balance, no sense of, almost like no sense of direction, because I kept swerving side to side. Like I knew where I needed to get, but I couldn't get there, and I just kept falling over, swerving side to side, and like felt like shit was just melting. All whilst my vision was just blank, flashing red. So when I got outside, I collapsed, and I fell on the floor and I fell on my back. I'm not sure. I don't think, because I'd never asked. I'm pretty sure this bit isn't true. It obviously isn't. But I remember after I fell down to the ground, I um I remember laying on my back and sort of just being completely emotionless and not feeling anything. And I'm positive, or it's a psychedelic, so I'm positive that this wasn't real. I've never actually asked, but I seen both my mates, both of them sort of look at me and go, oh my god, he isn't breathing, he isn't. We've killed him. Oh my god! And I remember them both just walking away. But I'm positive that wasn't real. I'm not 100% sure to this day. Um, and then I remember just getting, just like feeling numb, nothing, and then it just goes black for, I don't know, only a couple. Well, I'm not sure how long. Probably only a couple seconds. That's all it really felt like. And then I remember just getting dragged out of my body and getting thrown right up into space, and I was getting like I was flying around the world, the outside side of the world, like at a bazillion miles an hour. I remember just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and then I remember just stopping, and then I remember just seeing visions. Like I can only really remember one, but I sort of remember seeing like money, handing over money. Like I'm not 100% sure when it comes to that part, because I can only remember the end one. So I was just seeing all sorts of flashes and visions of random things, and then at the end, I remember just sitting in the back of a funeral place, like I don't know what you call them, and then I remember just a funeral going on, and then everyone was wearing black, which I don't know why, but I know that's a thing, but yeah, but anyway, and then I remember seeing a coffin in the front, and everybody just crying. I remember seeing my parents there, my mates, not me, obviously, because I was in the back. And then after that, yeah, after that, I got walked around the world again, and like I'm talking, this was something that people won't like. You can't believe it unless it's happened to you. I've read about things like this and gone, what a load of crap. Like that, they would have just been, he's either talking crap and he's wrote a story up, or it's bull crap. But believe me, I'd swear on my life, swear on my mother's life, all of this is true. Honestly, this is like one of the most terrifying experiences I've ever had. I think I would rather have my heart stopped. Oh, I would. I'd rather have my heart stopped again than go through this. Which, if you don't know that, I've had my heart stopped and everything, but that's not important. But yeah, I remember just going around, getting bashed around the world again at like lightning speed, man. Like it's hard to explain. Even like it's a bit hazy now because it was a fair few years ago. I can remember it reasonably vividly. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I keep getting off subject. And then I remember just getting warped to this flat. It was red ground and it was perfectly flat and just black. It was like black all the way until the red ground, and the red ground was just flat. I'm talking, it just looked like an abyss, endless abyss of just red and black. And so the first thing I thought was, oh my god, I'm dead and I'm in hell. I was like, oh my god. And then I remember just crying and just thinking to myself, the first thing I thought of was my family, was my parents, was my sisters, was my family, and thinking, oh my god, I'm never going to see them again. What have I put them through? They're going to be shattered. And then I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to, like, I'm dead. This is it. This is it for eternity. And then I remember just like bawling my eyes out and then just going, nah, run, Gavin, you can escape this. And then I remember just trying to run at as hard as I could. And then I couldn't run. I was running and running. And then I just remember getting held back and then I kept going limp, like losing all my strength in my legs and going limp, and then coming to and trying to run, limp, coming to, trying to run. And then I remember, so crying my eyes out, screaming that I just wanted to go. I need to run. I need to run. I can, it was terrifying, absolutely petrified me, horrified me, man. Honestly, I'd never wish it on anyone. But yeah, something was holding me back. Like, I could feel it. I could feel that, like, something was crushing me, and I was getting held back, and I couldn't go. I couldn't move. And then I remember just breaking free for a bit, sprinting, stopping, sprinting, stopping. Then I just remember collapsing at one point, and I just started bawling my absolute eyes out because I was like, this is it. This is, this is eternity. Red, black, hell. This is hell. No torture, no anything like that. It's completely abyss of nothing. But you're conscious and you can think. Like, and I just thought to myself, oh my God, this is like, if there was a hell, which I'm not a religious person, so, if there is a hell and it's like that, God damn, terrifying, absolutely petrifying, terrifying, horrifying, and everything and all of above. And yeah, what was I up to? So during all that, whilst I was running around, which I thought I was just running, apparently I was outside my mate's house and just walking into things, running into things, trying to climb fences, just like screaming and being like, ugh, like not good at all. My mate thought I was going to die. He thought, oh my God, I've killed him. I've killed my own mate. And then I remember back in the abyss of nothingness, I remember just sort of sitting on the ground, just like, well, what's the point? Like, why keep going? I just want to go to sleep, and then that's it. That's all I thought. I don't know how that thought came into my head, and then I remember just hearing a voice, and I remember the voice just saying like, Gavin, listen to my voice, and I remember just being like sort of like, what the hell is this? Like, oh my God, like, yeah. I was like, yes. And then it went for a bit, and then it was just silent again. So I just went limp again, and all in this meantime, I was just crying and I was just shaking, and even to this day, it absolutely terrifies me. And then it came back again, and then it sort of he was saying, Gavin, listen to my voice, come to me. It's okay. You're okay. Just calm down. Just breathe. You're fine. You're completely fine. You just, I can't really remember the words he was saying because it's all a bit hazy, but it was just on them word, that sort of thing, like, just, you're okay. Just calm down, man. Just listen to my voice. Just listen to me. You're all good. And he was just trying to talk to me. He was just trying to talk me through it and virtually tell me that I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm not dead. I'm good. And then as I started to come to again, like, I started to sit up and my vision started to go back to normal. Like I could see sort of the street, sort of, but kind of not really. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And then I remember just boom, just getting taken. But no, I wasn't shot up this time. Sorry, I was just like taken out of my body straight away, and then I just started to fall from the space back down to earth, and I fell through the clouds. And I've only ever been flying once. I've never been in a plane before. I've been in a plane once when I got flown down to Adelaide because of my heart, and I didn't really look out the window or anything. I wasn't even with it, so I don't even know what it's really like to fly. And then I remember just coming back down to earth at like a bazillion miles an hour, just, and then I remember I could see everybody. I could see all of where I live, all in Waikerie, so vividly. Like I was there. Like I could actually, like I was up in the sky and legit looking down on everything. I could see every single detail, people's backyards, people's roofs, stuff that I've never seen before that I'm actually positive I actually did see that day. For the reason being is that I saw when I was coming down and just before I went straight back into my body, there's a house that was near my mate's house that I'd never been there before, ever in my entire life. Like, I swear. And then I ended up going there. How long? A few years later. And then I remember just going into his backyard and it just clicked. I was just like, I've been here. Like, I knew. I seen there was a little shed in the backyard, tall fences. There was this veranda in the back over the top that had this pathway that leaded to the garage in the back, the clothesline, the little compost bin, the everything. Like I had been there many, many times before. And the only time I had seen that is when I was falling from the freaking sky. So I don't know what went on there, but I'd swear that I had seen that place before I had ever been there. Ever. And everything was exactly how I remembered it. Because I just went, this feels familiar. I know where everything is. And I remember just walking around and going, I know this place. I must have been here, but I'd never, ever, ever had been there before. So that really, when that happened, when I was at my mate's house, that really tripped me out, and it sort of made me a bit distraught, and I was feeling a bit weird, like I was still in that trip. Like, is this like I thought, well, is this fake? Since that trip, am I still in that trip? Am I really just dead or in a coma or it's something that obviously not because I'm here now. And then hang on, yep. So that place, I swear to God, I'd seen his backyard from up there, from up in the sky when I was tripping balls. And then after this, back to when I was flying back down, I just came down a million miles an hour. I just got pummeled into my body like, and then I remember just coming to and being really disorientated. Everything was a bit blurry, and I was sort of like, I was saying to my mate like, what's the point? Like, why am I here? What? I don't understand. He's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's like, I don't know what you're trying to ask me. I'm like, what's the point? Like, why am I alive? Why am I here? Why, why any of this? And then I remember sort of a bit hazy and it was coming too slowly, and I went down and sat inside, and I just remember just sitting there and just like, I just couldn't be. I couldn't, uh, like, I was just, I don't even know how to explain it. I felt weird, like weird. And like I kept asking him these questions, and like it freaked my mate out majorly. He said he thought I was gonna die that day. Um, and then I sort of started to come to a bit more, and then I came to completely, and I was like, oh my God, man! Like he was telling me about it, and I was like, just enough, man. Let's just go on. We just watched some TV and stuff, and we just relaxed, and like, and that was virtually it. And then we talked about it a couple months later, because I'm not shitting you. I was not the same after that for about 3 or 4 months. I felt different. I felt weird. I felt not myself. It that changed me. That day it changed me. Like it I don't know how to explain it. I just since that day I felt different about things. I felt different about like before that when it came to sort of dying, I was sort of like, yep, it's gonna happen. So what? And then after that, I've been a bit more precious with things. I've been a bit more like, okay, I'm a bit more safety now. I'm a bit more everything because I just want to live, as long as I can. Just because I think I've got that in my head that that's what hell is. But I'm not a religious person. I don't necessarily believe in that. But it's just that's always going to be there. Like it was just, yeah, it was something that when I tell people, sometimes they don't believe me and they think I'm making a story up, which is completely fair. If someone told me that, I don't. I mean, I've talked to a lot of people that have been through not that, but have been through different things, and I understand that drugs can do extreme things to your mind. And yeah, that's virtually it. That was my experience with DMT and my experience with thinking that I went to hell, thinking that I died, and I don't think I missed anything from memory, but all I can say is don't do it. That's just my personal experience. I know people that do it. I wouldn't say regularly, but they do it on a just a recreational type of basis, and they're perfectly fine. But I'm saying don't do it. Don't touch drugs. It's not worth it. I think the reason why I've got my heart thing now is because of drugs. Because I had a fair few bad experiences on them, and now it's fucked me up for life. I have a permanent problem with my heart now. I think because of that, because heart problems have never been a thing in my family. Nobody else has ever had heart problems. So yeah, that's just my experience. You can ask me some questions about it. Maybe I've missed some things. Maybe I've passed over some things. I hope I haven't been maxing out my mic this whole time. And yeah, just stay away from it, man. Don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth drugs. Aren't worth it, man. I understand sometimes you need to get away from reality, but that's when I go. Sometimes I just play games for that. Sometimes I watch a movie. Sometimes I watch a TV series. Just don't go to drugs. Drugs are just they are evil, 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 evil things. Evil things. Like yeah, I I'm lucky to be alive. Very lucky to be alive because I have had very many experiences where I should have been in hospital and I didn't go to hospital and I probably should have died, but I didn't. It's got to be a reason why I'm here now, and it's to live. So yeah, that's just my experience. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you are having a good day. I hope you've had a good day. I hope you're going to have a good day. I will see you all, if anyone's watching, I will see you all in the next video tomorrow because that's I upload daily. And again, thanks for watching, and I just hope that you can I hope that you believe me because I'd swear to anything this is true. This was an experience I had, and it changed me, and it terrified me, and it was just it was different. Different's the word. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.